Hi, everybody. It's Jeanette. I want to talk to you about something. I want to talk about the three things that you must do to own your greatness. Got my notes. So, you ready? Sit back. These are the three things that I feel, in my humble opinion, that you need to do in order to own your greatness. And the reason I'm bringing this video to you is because last night I was thinking about when I first started this journey, where I was like really serious about stuff because I had lost everything and I had to rebuild and blah blah blah, right? But here's what I made myself do at that time, and it worked. And so I think that if I made it, using these three steps, that you can also make it using these three steps. They may be really valuable to you, okay? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. All right? Commercial's over. So the first thing that you need to do in order to own your own greatness is you need to cover your nuts. That sounds wrong, right? However, what I'm talking about is you making sure that you are financially taking care of all of your own responsibilities. Don't lay your responsibilities of life or on life of life on somebody else and expect for them to support you, feed you, pay for your bills, help you, because they will help you more than likely up until a certain point. But then at some point, here's what's going to happen. They're going to cut you off. They're going to be sick of you and your shenanigans, and they're going to ask you to move along on your merry way because you're just a string to them, okay? You need to be responsible for yourself and you need to cover your nuts. When I was doing that, when I came up with that cover your nut, I knew that I needed to pay for everything that I had to pay for, but I had to figure out a way to pay less, okay? Because I didn't have a lot of money. So what I did was, in my apartment, I had a beautiful apartment. It was bigger than this one. And what I did was I got roommates. And so the roommates that I had paid almost all of the bills for all of us to live in this beautiful community, in this beautiful apartment with all of the bells and whistles. And it was strategic on my part because they needed a place to stay and I needed somebody to pay the bills. So it kind of worked to my advantage. Now, don't get me wrong, I did contribute towards the rent, but because it was like the rent, electric, water, trash, sewer, all the bills, internet, da 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 da. I contributed, but there was more of them than of me, and so each of us put an equal amount coming up to the whole total of what we needed to pay. And everything was in my name because I had the best credit. So everything was in my name. So I was covering my nut in that way. And they had a place, a really nice place to live at an affordable rate for each of them. Individually for each of us, it was a great deal. And I did that for 1 year. And I did that for the purpose of laying down the foundation of everything I needed to do. I knew I had bills to pay. I knew I had things to do. I just didn't have enough money to do it because I had to close a business because I got very, very sick. And when I got sick, I just couldn't work as hard as I used to. And so that was what I did in order to help me cover my nut. But for you and for me, it's important for us to make sure that we are covering our expenses, whatever they are. Okay. So that's like the first thing you can do in your life to own your own greatness. The first thing you can do is be responsible for yourself. Make sure that you're taking care of all the things that you need to take care of financially. You're paying for those things. And obviously, if you can't afford some things, then you need to, again, pull those scissors out and cut things out of your budget. I mean, at the time, I did not have internet, I did not have Prime, like now I have Amazon Prime. I didn't have internet. I didn't have Prime. I did not have the health insurance I have now that's more expensive. I did not have a lot of the things that I have now then because I just didn't have the money to do it. So I had a roof over my head, gas in my car, my insurance was paid for, and groceries, and my cell phone. And my cell phone is the cheapest plan on the block. I have this cell phone. This is a Metro PCS cell phone, and my coverage is $30 a month because I've been having that for like ever. I don't think they even offer that plan anymore. It's like now it's $40, which is still reasonable in comparison to of other plans. So look at your budget, look at your income and your outgo, and see where you can cut corners so that you can cover your nuts in a way that you're not struggling, okay? And if that means getting a temporary roommate for a little while, maybe that would benefit you. But just make sure that you know the rules with roommates, because roommates can be a hot mess. They can decide not to leave and to make your life a living hell. So just check that out as well, okay? The second thing that you have to do in order to own your own greatness, and this is your greatness, not my greatness, yours. The second thing you have to do is you really have to have laser focus on what it is that your end result goal is. If your end result goal is to get rid of debt, then that's your end result goal. You have to have laser focus on that. So that means no going out to eat, no ordering all kinds of stuff, no excess shopping, keeping everything in moderation and even paring that down some if you can so that you can throw money to your bills so that you can lower your debt. If your goal is to start a business, then you have to have laser focus on that. And yes, you have to fund that business. So that means that you have to stay with your current job, cut corners, cover your nut, anything extra that you can do to make money so that you can use it towards your business. You want to do it because your focus has to be laser, towards that goal that you want of a business. And you just have to keep that front and center, okay? Remind yourself day in and day out, that's your goal and that's where you're headed. Because today, what you do today is going to determine how your tomorrow comes out. All right, if you lollygag today, well, tomorrow's going to be a stressful day because now you have more things to do tomorrow. All right. The third thing that you must do in order to own your greatness, and this is a really difficult one as well, is that you need to eliminate from your life those people that are dragging you down. Okay? We all have friends, family, lovers, boyfriend, girlfriend, best friends, people in our lives that are dragging us down. And no matter how hard or how much we work towards our goal, they are always the naysayers. They always the ones saying we're not good enough. Or a good one is you need to get your head straight. I heard somebody tell me that. I was like, your head is not even straight. Your head is on backwards and upside down. Come on now. All right. You want to eliminate those people that just don't see your vision, those people that aren't supportive of you. And I'm not saying that you need to get rid of them forever. Maybe later you can pick them back up if you want to. You might find that they just don't fit your plan of where you want to go in your life. So eliminating those people is going to free up your time and your energy because those people are like they just suck the life out of you. They just suck energy out of you. And that energy and life you could be putting towards your dream of what it is that you want to accomplish. I know these 3 steps, it's only 3 steps, but they're so difficult. They really are so difficult. Once you master one, you'll be able to master the next one and the next one, okay? Because that first one, covering your nut, is difficult in itself. I mean, you need to make enough money. You need to write down everything that you're responsible for monthly and then figure out how much money you actually bring into your home monthly and see if they match if the bills are more than what you're making. If what you're making is more than the bills, that would be a good situation. If what you're making is more than the bills, because then you can take that extra money and use it for your business. So that one's difficult. Having laser focus is also difficult because that means you have to forego all of these other things that you may enjoy doing. And you may enjoy even just doing nothing, just nothing all day, every day. You may be one of those people when you're not going to reach your goal if you're doing absolutely nothing towards your goal all day, every day. All right. So having laser focus is difficult in terms of you're going to have to give up some things so that you can take that time and dedicate it to your goal. All right. The last one, eliminating people, again, really hard. Sometimes there are people in our lives that we absolutely love, but we're like oil and vinegar with them. We love them, but we want to, punch them in the head or something. We get so angry at them, but we love them, and it's so difficult. So I would recommend that with those people, I have several in my life, that you take their name and you write it and you put it in a pretty box and you let them know, hey, beautiful person that I love so much, I'm working on this, so I'm going to be MIA, missing in action, for a little while until I focus on this. I know that you understand, and I know that you want the best of me, from me, for me. So thank you for just standing on the sidelines. They may flip out. They may just totally flip out, or they may say, you know what, I understand and I love you and I care for you. And if you need anything, just let me know. I'll be here for you. Wouldn't it be a perfect world if they would say that? Fat chance that they do. That never happened to me. Usually they get so mad at me because I'm so awesome. Anyway, that is today. Those are today's tips. The 3 things you must do to own your greatness. All right. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you did in the comments down there. I will talk to you again in the next video. Bye.